Hello, this is a weekly weather briefing for the ArkLaMiss region for October 31st, Halloween of 2016, from the National Weather Service office in Jackson, Mississippi. Our highlights for our briefing today, of course, people in the area know we've been dealing with a lot of hot, dry weather of late. Currently, for the past several days, we're in a record or near record warm stretch. It looks to end by Thursday as a cold front approaches the region from the northwest. This cold front is expected to pass through late Thursday into early Friday, but unfortunately little to no precipitation is expected with this front. As the dry weather continues, drought grows and fire weather concerns continue and increase. Right now we're fortunate enough to have light winds, which keeps the fire concern from getting out of hand. And that will continue to be the case until maybe Friday, and after that front comes through Friday, we'll have to watch out for some gusty north winds, and that has potential to ramp up the fire weather concern on Friday. Long-range models are showing some potential for decent rainfall, widespread decent rainfall around the region in the middle of next week. Now, if this happens, this will be the first widespread decent rainfall in a couple months. But there's model uncertainty with this, and we are certainly not yet confident this is going to happen. However, there is confidence that a larger scale pattern change will work to get us out of this dry and warm pattern during the latter half of November. So if we don't get rain next week, maybe it won't be terribly much longer after that we can start getting more regular flow of wet systems into the region. So the 7-day precipitation from the WPC shows the idea of very little rainfall expected through this coming weekend and little rainfall associated with that front. As far as short-term fire concerns, the dry ground and low afternoon relative humidity values will create some fire weather concern even with the light winds. That will be for today through Tuesday. Should improve a little bit during the midweek. Of course, there's burn bans all over the place, and where your county or parish is under a burn ban, you certainly do not need to burn. Looking at the long-term fire weather concerns, these orange and red areas depict where dry soil and near-ground vegetative conditions are conducive for wildfires. Since our numbers are so high right now, it is going to take at least several inches of rainfall and probably at least a few widespread precipitation events to really show a dramatic improvement to the drought situation. So even if we get one good precipitation event, that's not going to spell relief from the drought conditions. It's going to take at least a few of those. Another slide about the drought situation. Everybody knows it's been dry. This chart on this graph on the bottom left shows precipitation over the last 60 days, and across the I-20 corridor and portions of central Mississippi, it's certainly believable that there are a few areas that have had no precipitation in the last 60 days, although most areas have had at least a little bit. So thank you for reviewing our multimedia weather briefing, and we'll keep our fingers crossed for rain towards the middle of next week.